Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Wahlberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can sound like a pro and gain more podcast fans. Today's tip is how to use a podcast to build your authority. If you're an expert in your field, if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you provide a service, if you have a business where you need to be seen as a thought leader, if you want to grow your authority in your space, a podcast can do that for you. And as someone in business, we know without authority, you're not getting found. You're struggling to build trust, and it's harder to get sales. So having a podcast will help build that authority in 3 different ways. Number 1, having a podcast is instant social proof. Whether it's true or not, the idea for many people is that if you have a podcast, you must have something to say. Without even listening to your podcast, the fact that you have one shows that you have some level of expertise that's worthy of a podcast. So for a lot of people, just having the podcast or going to your website and seeing that you have a podcast immediately gives you more authority on that topic. Think about authors. Just being published is instant credibility. What about being mentioned in an article, in the newspaper, or having an appearance on TV or radio, even at the local level? That type of professional exposure puts them one level higher on the authority meter than their competition. And when it comes to your podcast, if you're lucky enough to have conversations with other thought leaders in your space, then you get the bonus of that authority association. So you can ride the coattails of other people's authorities just by having them on your podcast. This is another way it helps grow your authority, but that's just a side bonus of social proof. The second way a podcast will build your authority is through the content you provide. It's also a vehicle for you to help serve your audience before you have the opportunity of meeting them one-on-one. In other words, before they buy from you. Your listener can get a sense of that service you have to offer, what knowledge and experience you have in that niche, and how you can help them. And you get to share this through conversations and personal stories and through the experience and successes of your past clients. You're showcasing your knowledge, which helps build your authority. Again, this is like you writing a book. If someone reads your book, they're going to see you as more of an authority on the topic. If someone listens to your podcast, they're going to see you more of an authority on that topic. And the third way your podcast is building authority is with the know, like, and trust factor. The more they hear your voice, the more they get familiar with you, the more they understand your perspective, the more they're going to get to know you and maybe like you and trust you. Unless you're a complete jerk, but let's assume you're not. So they do like you, which means they follow you on social media or subscribe to your newsletter. And the more that you become the name associated with a topic in their mind, the more authority you have, because your name becomes synonymous with X. Take you, for example. When someone says felt slippers, they think of you because they listen to your podcast about felt slippers. They like what you had to say. They feel like they know you and your feet. So they follow you on social media. And because you share the same passion for felt slippers, they subscribe to your felt slippers newsletter. And the next time they're ready to buy felt slippers, they're thinking of you, Daryl, the felt slipper guy, and will head straight to Daryl's Emporium of feltslippers.net. Susie, no podcast slippers can suck it. So when it comes to building authority, you need to get beyond social media. You need to get beyond just having a website. A podcast can help you on multiple levels to become the authority and expert in your niche. Like we said, 1, instant social proof. 2, the sharing of your knowledge and experiences through your content. And 3, the more they hear you, the more they know, like, and trust you. And one more bonus when it comes to having your own podcast. You are more likely to be called upon by other podcasters, by media, by people who are writing articles and blogs who need an expert in your field. They'll call on you because you're more accessible and you have a podcast, and it's easy for people to see you as an authority. I've seen this in radio a million times. Media will come to you first because you'll be more comfortable if they stick a mic in your face. And that means more exposure, which means, say it with me, more authority. And it goes around and around, and you make millions and millions selling slippers and slippers, or whatever your expertise is. So that's how a podcast can build your authority, and that is just the tip you needed. So, you want to grow your authority. You need a podcast. Boy, have I got a program for you. It's called Concept to Casting. It's not a course that you download and do half of it before forgetting about it. This is a done-with-you podcast development program. We strategically determine who you're talking to, what you're going to say, and why you're going to say it. Then we tackle all the tech, set you up, and start rehearsing. And by the time you launch your new podcast to the world, you'll have a complete strategy that sets you up for success. Want to find out more? Book your free call with me and I'll tell you all about it. Just go to podcastperformancecoach.com. Then book your time in 2 clicks. That's podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Walberg. See ya!